the catfolk thief earlier. He'll probably be on in a second.
So wait, I've been thinking about something.
Mm-hmm.
The crypt we've been in, we didn't go down any stairs, so it's just basically a huge house which looks small on the inside.
No, you went down a ramp. The very first.
Yeah, I think we went into it as the very beginning.
Yeah.
Sort of. I how I envisioned it is it was about a reasonable shed size, and we went down the flight of stairs, and the entire level was just underground.
Yeah.
Okay.
You really did a lot of work on this map.
Yeah, Dan.
Yeah, it's looking awesome now.
Dan put it all together. I just kind of rearranged a couple of things and told him where to put stuff, but he's got a pretty cool map program.
Hey, I'm impressed, honestly.
I know, it's awesome.
Why hexes instead of squares?
He just liked the way that hexes were better. I don't know.
On landscape, it does look better, I suppose. Gives that more sphere type of.
I like the way that the hex pictures look anyways better than the squares, like it the Dreaming Meadows. It's for a bigger, or it makes for a more inclusive picture. You can actually zoom in quite a bit on this map too. It's the crazy thing. Coffee.
Oh, I might as well tell you now. Next week, I may or may not be able to join, depending on how much the new baby is going to drain me. So.
Okay.
Wow, we have a new map design. Awesome.
You're a little late to the party, but I'm glad you joined.
Are we sure 2 players again?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to come back. So this week I will find some new players, and we'll have that
All right.
for next week. But it's cool. We have the 4, and yeah, hopefully you don't.
We have a thief, a bard, a fighter, and who else? A
Sorcerer.
We're only really
Sorcerer.
lacking like a healer or some kind of divine
Can't keep my
caster.
headset's fine.
Don't we have that NPC person that heals?
He fucked off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He went back to Corgan's Outpost.
And probably didn't go back to Corgan's Outpost, and that's probably just what he told us. He probably kept on going.
So suspicious.
Always.
Well, if my character had more than 10 intelligence, I would have been like, "Oi, no, you're not going anywhere." My character was too dumb to realise. So, someone stop him!
Someone stop.
All right, so we are in the city of Agate,
Okay.
and it's not a gate. So let's see, who are we? We're missing somebody in Roll20. It looks like
Oh, that's me. Sorry.
Patrick.
Kilo.
Alright, so basically you guys you're in Agate, somebody's trying to get up to the monastery. Basically there's like the library and the monastery that have information about the core, which was the ancient race that used to live here and was at the center of the whole thing with Fairfield being attacked by goblins. So I believe it was Isaac that wanted to go visit the monastery. And in order to do that, because the monks of Aurora are very reclusive, you have to have like special permission. So in order to gain entrance, you're doing this favor for the monk that's tending the graveyard, finding out what's causing disturbances here in the crypt of the Sutar. So you guys found a secret passageway in the mausoleum upstairs and came down, found a door with a strange scale that opened up the doors. And the first room you came to was filled with sarcophagi and a bunch of little mayonnaise-filled worms that splattered all over you and made you sick.
Yeah.
So, I believe where we left off, you had just finished killing them, and there you go.
My character's kind of mad because his new washed robes and his newly groomed beard is all covered with puke.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gross.
Well, this is just lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, this is foul.
Can we bring up the dungeon map?
Yep.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Okay.
Still currently underground, aren't we? Yeah, my lamp's on the floor. Well, I'll collect that.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I think that Akil's going to try and look around the place just to try and learn as much as she can.
About the room?
Yeah, about the room, about the see if she can ascertain anything else about the tomb. You know, anything else that she might be able to figure out about the rooms beyond.
Okay, roll a perception check.
Okay.
What are the symbols, by the way, the icons?
Because you guys are sick.
We're second.
Oh, okay.
My character is just trying to pick the puke off his clothes and face and all that. So
Yeah, I think I'll use some water in the water skin to wash my face or whatever.
Alright, so you guys
Try and
it's
clean myself up a bit.
yeah, I mean it's semi-effective, but just seeing like all the swill and bloody guts and mayonnaise on the floor, you're just kind of, it's still very kind of nauseating, but kind of think the feeling may be passing eventually. So Aquila, you look around the room and you see all these sarcophagi, and they all seem to have likenesses of people on the covers that are made of stone. They're very heavy, and it just seems like they're probably representative of the people that are buried here. Probably, I mean, the whole entire crypt is very, very ancient, like thousands of years old. So it's probably either, the Sutar crypt was the royal family that dated back all those years. That race, that nation are the ones that conquered the core that were here a long time ago. So probably this has some royalty, some old, aristocrats, possibly anybody in that family line. But all the sarcophagi are fairly ancient.
Hey, Seros, can you come over here?
Yep.
Listen, I want to try and get this covered off. There might be some valuable artifacts in here.
we shouldn't steal from
Valuable
the dead.
artifacts of ancient dead. Well,
Excuse me?
yeah, why not?
We shouldn't steal from the dead.
The dead are dead, my friend. They will not care.
I will stand over here while you go do that.
Yeah.
All right.
While I step back, I'll roll a knowledge religion check for curses and if they would bury their dead with any riches.
I actually cast detect magic on the coffins.
Well, you know that sometimes there are curses, sometimes, especially from tombs this ancient, that sometimes the dead are restless, especially if they were especially powerful in life, which that long ago, strange things happen, so, I mean, that's definitely a possibility. But as far as the Sutar, that's something that very little is known about, so you wouldn't really know much beyond that.
What I know, at least if they would bury their dead with riches or whatever.
It's definitely possible. I mean, if it was a king's tomb, there could be a lot of things buried with them.
And Akila's already established that this is a royal tomb, right?
Well, you know that the crypt, yeah, I mean, but not, you know that this is where the old line of the Sutar were buried here in the city, yes? So you know something could be going on here.
All right, well, what is
It's
the...
magical.
You do not detect magic.
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, they're not magical. The coffins.
Well, then, I think it's safe to give it a shot.
Yeah, let's try it. See what's in there.
All right, so you push off one of the coffin lids?
Yes.
Ready to run.
Yep.
Alright. You push it off, and inside is an old desiccated corpse, mostly dust. You don't even know what kind of clothing it was wearing. It's just like completely, nearly dust itself. It's holding a small ceremonial dagger in its hands across its chest.
I'm gonna roll knowledge. I'm gonna roll a professional archaeologist check.
Okay.
It's +2 because of I'm using my archaeologist tools.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like a 9.
And what are you rolling the archaeology check about?
Just to identify how old the dagger is, what I can ascertain about it.
You actually haven't seen this style of dagger before, so you have no idea how old it might or might not be, but judging from the age that you know that these sarcophagi are, it probably dates back to about that same time, thousands of years old.
All right. Detect magic would have detected if there was a magical dagger in there, right?
Possibly.
All right. I'm going to try and reach for the dagger.
Okay. You
All right,
successfully try.
What? What'd you say? Oh, successfully try it. All right. I'm going to basically take the dagger out of the sarcophagus.
All right. You take the dagger.
I'm going to stow it away and then not press my luck any further.
Okay.
I'm gonna look around at these sarcophagus, see if what sort of shape of people are on there, see if any are holding larger weaponry. If they were
You mean the symbols on the top?
the patterns of the people on top, see if they're carved with the weapon.
Are the names on the coffins?
It looks like it's possibly written in some language, but really these things are so old that a lot of what's carved has been like worn away, so it's almost not possible to read, but it looks like there's something written that possibly names. The likenesses of the people, it appears that it's just these people sleeping. They're not really holding anything in their hands. They're just kind of, in a position of sleep.
Okay.
And they're all slightly different, so you've kind of figured that it must be like a relief of what they looked like in life.
Then I ignore them, walk off and wait for the others.
Should we just continue on then?
All right. So before we go anywhere, Isaac, you have. Wait, somebody have low light vision at all?
I have
low
low light
light and
vision.
the lamp.
Okay, you have low light, and who's carrying lamps?
Me.
I think Isaac was carrying a torch.
Oh yeah, I dropped that bitch. Now I gotta pick it up.
I'm
Alright.
carrying a candle.
Yeah, I picked my lamp up.
All right. Let me do this.
Reignited it if I needed to.
So, Isaac, you're carrying a torch, but we can't see it.
I think I've got a dynamic lighting thing on me.
I think it's really cool, this dynamic lighting thing.
Yeah. When it works.
If I weren't moving in the next 3 or 4 months, I'd probably up my membership there.
Who else is carrying a torch?
Siros has a lamp.
Let me do this. And you have low light vision?
Yeah, I should do. I'm half elf.
Alright. Okay. So we're good together. You may proceed. And you kind of get over your nausea in the previous room.
Yay. My
Sweet.
character
How-
peeks around this corner.
However, I will need a sorcerer to make a fortitude check because a fly buzzes down and
Oh no.
it gets all over your head.
That's my fortitude.
First was Fern, now the corpse flies. You are a
No.
disgusting man.
Yeah, they totally crap maggots on you, and like it's not just the maggots, but it's like this kind of gelatin, like kind of slimy gelatin that shits down with them, and it kind of runs down, and it smells really vile.
I
and you
shake it
start-
off as fast as I can.
Yeah, you totally shake it off, but you're like totally disgusted by it, and you kind of puke a little bit. So
Where did
There you
it
go.
come from?
The corpse flies are just, all over the place. Like, you see them on the walls, you see them sometimes flying around in the distance. I mean, they're just everywhere. They're not swarming, but, I mean, there's pretty much no getting away from them. They're just around, and when they sense you, they fly over and deposit their maggots on you and die.
I shamble
Nice.
over to this side and look around this corner.
Okay. That's what you see. You see that there's a ramp that kind of goes downward further into the ground and continues into the
Okay.
darkness down there.
Later then.
So I guess so which way are we headed next?
Well, I was going this way. You seem to
Yeah.
like staring at the floor in front of us, so I was waiting for you.
Yes, you'll be thanking me when we avoid poisonous darts or spikes from the floor.
Oh, is that what you were doing? Okay. I thought you really liked the floor.
So pretty.
All right, to that end, I'm going to roll a perception check. Hold on, I think I just got like trap sense for my new level, so I'm just going to double check that.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. So I get a +1 on perception checks for traps.
Okay.
That's 14.
You study the ground in front of you, and there doesn't appear to be any kind of trappy things that you can see.
Well, I think we're okay for now. Let's just keep moving.
And I walk into the room.
Come into another room, and it's similar to the first one you were in, filled with more sarcophagi.
More carvings of people on top.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
It's really very stinky in here. Like, the stench is it's like hot trash. It's like that sweet kind of gangrene smell.
I'll just stay by the door,
Okay.
just in case of maggots.
I just walk straight into the center of the room.
Yeah, I mean, there's like maggots everywhere.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic on the room.
Okay. You start detecting your magic. I need for Ceros to roll a perception check.
Okay, what star is that? Oh, right, yeah. Damn it.
$11? Okay. Unfortunately, you do not notice this large, slimy worm thing creep up to you and attack your leg. So, it's 15 beat your flat-footed AC.
I think that's a hit. That's flat. Nope, 16.
Alright. Then everybody roll initiative.
Yeah, what's this thing?
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot to select my token. It's an 11.
Everybody rolled really low this time.
I
Yeah.
rolled average.
So I'm still 14, kill 11.
Oh, it's called a pus lava.
Isn't that lovely?
My
Yeah.
question is, would I hit one of those if I were to cast a spell?
Well, you
The one
have
thing.
to try to find out.
Before we proceed, I have a question. If I'm using arrows, is it assumed that I pick up my arrows after combat, or are they unrecoverable, or how do you work that?
Any arrows that hit are destroyed. Otherwise, they have a 50% chance of being found and undamaged. So
Okay.
if you want to like look for your arrows after combat, just like say so, and I'll roll the percentage to see what you get.
Good to go.
All right, so pus larva rears up and tries to hit you again. Zeros. 21 versus your
Well, that's it.
AC, and ew. Take 5 damage, and I'm assuming 26 beats your CMD, flat-footed.
Yeah.
All right, so it totally like grabs onto you. I need for you to make a Fortitude save.
That's D20 plus 4, isn't it?
Um,
Oh, D10 20 plus.
whatever your Fortitude save modifier is.
Crit that bit.
24, nice. Alright, so you feel like this like wave of nausea go over you as it like starts burrowing into you, but it passes and you're okay. Alistair.
This thing's latched onto me.
Yeah, it's like kind of rasped into you, it like bit you, and then it grabbed onto you and started burrowing its way in.
Wait a minute.
Like,
what
okay,
was
that's a
it?
problem.
Yeah, it's trying to like rip your muscle tissue out of the way so you can get to your internal organs.
Find the cone. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Can I jump up on the sarcophagus and cast a spell?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. You can get on top of that sarcophagus, but you don't have to get on top of the sarcophagus. You can go here,
Where?
behind it.
Yeah, if you go behind it, you can get some cover.
The sarcophagi are like about waist high, so you can see over them and everything.
Okay, I want to cast Burning Hands, which basically cover all this.
All right, well,
Don't do that, man.
It doesn't hit him.
Yes, it will.
Well,
Goes here.
Because the thing is all wrapped around him. They're basically, I think they're occupying the same square.
Yeah.
yeah, they're grappled like it's on him pretty much.
Yeah, if you burn the worm, you burn him.
Okay, didn't know it was grappled all around him. I'll just stand here and observe.
Observe. Okay. You observe it. You observe.
get this thing off of me!
No, rather not.
Don't worry. All right. Is that? Oh, it's okay. It's my turn.
You hear like this wet mushing sound, like blood's kind of spraying out from around it. That's munching its way through his guts.
All right.
Does kill it.
Can I like make an acrobatics check to like vault over the sarcophagus and get into flanking position?
So no. I mean,
No?
you can like make the check to like get over the sarcophagi, but you're not going to be able to flank in that same movement.
Oh, what? So I couldn't like go here, then I couldn't go here, then here.
Yeah, I mean, you can roll the acrobatics check for that. You probably get, I don't know, dude. Things that are grappling get attacks of opportunity.
If they're considered tangled, also.
Okay, so no. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't be able to get all the way into flanking position just because of the act of. Oh, go ahead and roll your acrobatics check. We'll see how well you do.
Okay.
Roll that one.
I'll let you do it as a full move.
All right. All right then. So Aquila basically vaults over this one, slides between the worm and the other sarcophagus, and ends up behind it.
Yes.
Okay, and so that's a full move. So that's a full round action.
Yes.
I can't like start fighting defensively.
In order to fight defensively, I think you actually have to hit or attack something, right?
Oh, really?
Or I mean, defensive stance is like something that you have to decide as like a. an action, I think, that gives you a penalty to hit for that turn.
Yeah, it's
There is
like
an action.
precursor to attacking more than.
Oh, okay.
Stance.
Never mind. Never mind. Sorry.
Good thought, though. All right, Isaac.
I will move. That's 30 feet. As I'm moving, I'm drawing my longsword.
Okay.
It should also consider itself, it also gets the grappled condition or the tangled condition, I forget which it is.
I don't-
So it should,
I don't think
What?
it gets the tangled. If it's the one that is on top of the grapple.
it actually is in the grappled, I play a grappled monk, so I know some of the rules for the grappled.
Give me 1 second. Just gotta
Sure.
make sure here. Grappling is one of those things that...
Shouldn't the
You
word
have to
be
have like
on?
a feat or a condition to not...
Shouldn't the snake be on Saros's token? Just because they're in the same place.
This is... Okay, so this is like its natural attack, so it's not actually flat-footed or anything because of it. If it was somebody that was grappling, just on, like if it was you grappling something, then yeah, but the creature's got a natural grapple attack.
Okay.
Okay, and there's a disclaimer for being natural grappling?
Yeah. Just like with ants, they don't get any... If they grapple you, they don't get any deficits for that either.
Alright, I was unaware of that.
Or like some sort of snake biting on and wrapped
Yeah.
around my leg. Sort of.
If that's the case, I'd rather hang back, but I guess I don't know that as in character, so... Melee... Attack. I'm assuming 15 does not hit.
15 does hit.
Ooh, yay.
You hit it, and like some green vile pus starts coming out of the wound, and it kind of spasms a little bit. And Cirrus,
I just grab it right behind the head and try and pull the damn thing off of me.
all right, go ahead and roll your CMP.
Oh, this is something I have not done. So, this is... Oh, yeah, I see. Don't have a back of this. Oops.
There it is. Ah, you managed to do it. You
Yes!
fling it off of you. You pull it out, and like you got like this like
Punch it in the face.
raw wound, and yeah, you managed to break its grapple. All right. So it looks like confused that you're so strong, and it's like writhing around. Let me see what's that.
How large is it?
How what?
How large is it?
That's about the size of a medium-sized dog.
Could we catch it?
You want to try?
No.
All right. So it's going to look at Isaac and try to.
I knew it.
Isaac.
I knew it.
You poor furry bastard.
20.
20, I think it does beat my AC.
Okay. All right. So it deals 8 damage, and does 14 beat your CMD?
How unfortunate. Does 14 beat my CMD? No, thankfully.
Okay. And go ahead and roll a Fortitude save.
Not one.
You feel like it smacks you and like manages to get a good chunk of meat off when it bites you, and like you see it like totally eating it greedily, and it's unable to latch onto you. But you look at your wound and like it's infested with like this green slimy pus stuff, and you start feeling weaker. You take 1 strength damage.
Gonna need priest.
Strength damage.
And Alistair.